हरे कृष्णा गौरंगी माता जी। हरे कृष्णा आशा माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण। हरे कृष्णा माता जी। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। दंडवत प्रणाम।
प्रणाम माता जी। We will wait for two minutes more maybe and then start.
ओके माता जी।
Mata ji, I think I should start now because Prabhu is traveling. He is on train, so he will be coming in on and off his connection. Is it okay, Asha Mata ji, Gaurangi Mata ji? Shall I
Yes,
start?
Mother. Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm gonna start.
Yes, माता जी।
Yeah, thank you, Mata ji. I will sing Prabhupada because today Prabhupada's anniversary. He had arrived in the America today, and his favorite bhajan is Hari Hari Vifle Janam Gawainu. You must have heard about it, Mataji, this bhajan. So previously also other devotees they had sung it in the Sangha. Please forgive me for the tune because I couldn't get the proper tune for it, but I'm gonna start now. Yeah. Hari 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 विफले जन्म गवाईनु विफले जन्म गवाईनु मनुष्य जन्म पाया राम कृष्ण नाम भज मनुष्य जन्म पाया कृष्ण नाम भज जानिया सुनिया विष खाए जानिया सुनिया विष खाए हरि 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 गोलोकेर प्रेम धन हरि नाम संकीर्तन गोलोकेर प्रेम धन हरि नाम संकीर्तन रति ना जन्मिला किने रति ना जन्मिला किने हरि 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 हरि। संसार विषाना ले दीवानी शिया जले। संसार विषाना ले दीवानी शिया जले। जुड़ाई तो ना कैनो पार। जुड़ाई ते ना कैनो पार। हरि 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 हरि। ब्रजेंद्र नंदन जय शशि सूत हल से। ब्रजेंद्र नंदन जय शशि सूत हल से। बलराम हायला नीताय। बलराम हयला नीता। हरि 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 हरि। दीनहीन जाता छिला हरि नाम उद्धारिला। दीनहीन जाता छिला हरि नाम उद्धार। तार साक्षी जगाई मादा। तार साक्षी जगाई माधाई। हरि 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 हरि। हा हा प्रभु नंद सुता वृषभानु सुता युता। हा हा प्रभु नंद सुता वृषभानु सुता युता। करुणा करा हाय वार। करुणा करा हाय वार। हरि 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 हरि। नरोत्तम दास कहे न ठेलियो रांगा पाए। नरोत्तम दास कहे न ठेलियो रांगा पाए। तोम बिना के आछे हमारा। तोम बिना के छाए हमारा। हरि 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 हरि। विफले जन्म गवाइनु। विफले जन्म गवाइनु। मनुष्य जन्म पाया राधा कृष्ण नाम भजिया। मनुष्य जन्म पाया, राधा कृष्ण नाम जपिया। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू। हरे कृष्णा श्रीधर प्रभु। I'll start the
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'll start Mangalacharan now. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम् श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगणा ललिता विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चादेश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Thank you for joining this evening, everyone. What did you say, Prabhu? I didn't understand. Did you ask me to open my video? I didn't understand, Sridhar Prabhu. What did you say? Sorry.
No, I didn't say anything, Mataji. I just say Hare Krishna to you.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. So today I chose this topic, Prabhu, initial struggle of Prabhupada in America. So as we all know that today is the very special day for all sincere devotees of Srila Prabhupada, and according to the lunar calendar, Tuesday, which is today, is the anniversary day of Srila Prabhupada had arrived in America after 35 days of sea journey from Calcutta. Today he reached Boston's Commonwealth Pier on 17th September 1965 before proceeding to New York to fulfill the desire of his spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. His journey started on August 13th, 1965 from Calcutta, and Prabhupada was 69 years on his paper that day. So today we will discuss Sri Prabhupada's pastimes until he established ISKCON. This topic is befitting today's occasion actually. Prabhupada had one setback and after another and lots of failures. A normal person may not take that many failures as he did. Srila Prabhupada displayed unflinching faith in his spiritual master's order. He had lots of failure, as I said, like his business collapsed 5 times, even after making small success, but then again failure. No investment, even after doing big investment, he did not succeed. He didn't have any institutional support. His god brother did not support him, and because of the politics and fight among themselves, he did not have any financial support. His family life was also crumbled. So coming to USA was not a smooth journey for him. Even getting a ticket for the cargo ship was such a struggle, and it was not like these days we see devotees and people are standing to receive with the garlands and all. It wasn't there. We are so fortunate that we have been given this gift of Krishna consciousness by a person who had to go through so much difficulty, and many times at times we take it for granted because we got it so easily. We are again very fortunate that hearing about Srila Prabhupada pastime, reading his books, we can develop attachment for Krishna, because only pure devotee can open the doors of liberation or moksha. It was not easy to arrange a ticket for America. He was told by Mrs. Sumati Morarji, who was pious lady, but then she was aware of his health and age. She told him many times that it's not good idea to go to America at this age, and his health is not well. He looks frail, and you might die on in the middle of the journey. But he dismissed all her statements as a foolish joke. He just wanted to get a free ticket on her cargo. Mrs. Morarji lady saw his determination and agreed, and she was able to issue a ticket and free food ticket for him. Srila Prabhupada was meditating on this journey throughout his life, journey to America for last 43 years actually, in the sense he was thinking how to spread Krishna consciousness in the West, when his spiritual master ordered him. So he had been thinking and meditating upon it all these years. Srila Prabhupada had no knowledge about America. He didn't know the weather, he didn't know the country, he didn't know the people, the citizens, what they like, what they dislike. He didn't have any idea about them. So even Prabhupada has mentioned, he has admitted that when first time he saw snow in the city there in America, he didn't know what it was, and he thought someone had painted all the buildings in white color paint. Okay, there was in America there was no support, no base for preaching, and so I will be reading some of the pages from Prabhupada's Your Well-Wisher book as well later on. When Srila Prabhupada walked off the ship, of the cargo on the pier, he didn't know which way to go. Should I turn right or left? Didn't have any idea. But after anyway passed, when he passed his all documentation on the dock, there was a sponsor ship a man from Mr. Gopal Agrawal, who from Pennsylvania, who had sent a representative. I think he was from the travel agency to accompany him and escort him until the bus terminal. So Srila Prabhupada So Srila Prabhupada had only rupees 40 in his cash in his pocket and $20 which he received from the captain of the cargo after selling 3 sets of Bhagavatam to him. One umbrella and suitcase in hand. He was escorted by the same person in the bus terminal to arrange his trip to Butler. So Butler is a place in Sylvania, I think. In the morning, 4 a.m., Srila Prabhupada arrived in Agrawal's house, Gopal Agrawal's house. Mr. Agrawal, he had small 2-bedroom house. His wife was American. They have all American style life. So when Prabhupada arrived, Mr. Agrawal received him and he offered him a sofa to rest upon. Then his wife, Sally, her name was Sally, she decided, she was a very clever lady, that it won't be possible to stay in a small house because they only had 2 bedroom to accommodate him there. So she decided to arrange accommodation in YMCA, which were near to their house somewhere. It's a big topic actually, but I'll try to read whatever I have made notes. So so Swamiji stayed in YMCA at night time, but daytime he used to come to their house, do all the cooking and talk to them, and was getting acquainted to the friends and coming to their house on weekends. And Prabhupada was very good. He was very simple. Sally Agarwal, she liked him so much because she said he was the easiest guest she ever had in her life. After some time, Srila Prabhupada had 2 months visa. So 1 month he stayed in Butler in their place, and then he decided to go to New York for preaching. Like a mendicant, they do, like sannyasis, they don't stay in one place long time. He did not develop he was with them for 1 month, but he did not develop attachment for Mr. Agarwal's home or when he was cooking and talking to them and their family. But it did help him. He learned American styles. He could understood that people were understanding his English, and he was confident that His health was okay; it did not deteriorate after coming to foreign country, and um, he was happy about that he was getting um, all the ingredients for the Indian um, cooking there. So he's a vegetarian, and he could get whatever he wanted from the supermarket. So that was good for him. So he arrived in New York, um, which Swamiji was alone there, and he knew no one except one contact he had from Mumbai. His name was Dr. R. Mishra. One student of Dr. Mishra escorted. Just a minute, I missed something. I just wanted to read one page when he arrived to the New York, how he felt. So after a 35 days journey from Calcutta, the Jalduta reached Boston's Commonwealth Pier at 5:30 a.m. on 17th, 1965. The ship was to stop briefly in Boston before proceeding to New York City. Bhaktivedanta Swami had to pass through US immigration and customs in Boston. His visa allowed him a 2 month stay and one official stamp to indicate his expected date of departure. Captain Pandya invited Bhaktivedanta Swami to take a walk into Boston, where the captain intended to do some shopping. They walked across a footbridge into a busy commercial area with old churches, warehouses, office buildings, bars, tawdry bookshops, nightclubs, and restaurants. Bhaktivedanta Swami briefly observed the city, but the most significant thing about his short stay in Boston, aside from the fact that he had now set foot in America, was that at time Commonwealth Fair he wrote a Bengali poem entitled Markin Bhagavata Dharma. Markin Bhagavata Dharma, teaching Krishna consciousness in America. Some of the verses he wrote on board the ship that they are as follows. So I don't want to read this because it's too much. It's a big poem and translation. Amoga Prabhu has already shared in the group. So I'll just read a little bit more about how he reached there, how he felt. So on the 19th of September, the Jalduta sailed into New York Harbor and docked at a Brooklyn pier at 17th Street. Bhaktivedanta Swami saw the awesome Manhattan skyline, the Empire State Building, and like millions of visitors and immigrants in the past, the Statue of Liberty. Bhaktivedanta Swami was dressed appropriately for a resident of Vrindavana. He wore kanthimala, neck beads, and simple cotton dhoti, and he carried japmala, chanting beads, and a old chadar or shawl. His complexion was golden, his head shaven except for the shikha in the back, his forehead decorated with the whitish Vaishnav tilak. He wore pointed white rubber slippers, not uncommon for sadhus in India. But who in New York had ever seen or dreamed of any appearing like this Vaishnava? He was possibly the first Vaishnav sannyasi to arrive in New York with uncompromised appearance, of course. New Yorkers had an expertise in not giving much attention to any kind of strange new arrival. And Bhakti Vedanta Swami was his own in this country now. So, so after coming to New York from the butler, Dr. Mishra, he was Mayavadi as per Srila Prabhupada's statement because he followed Shankara and he used to discuss with, he was not agree with Krishna consciousness, and he even stopped his students to listen to Krishna consciousness, glories of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada didn't like him, but uh, he he was a showy personality type of person. He was sannyasi, but always dressed in like jackets and slacks, like Nehru jacket, like fashionable type. So, Srila Prabhupada was not, he was looking after Srila Prabhupada in his apartment or room which he gave to Srila Prabhupada, or he was looking after his maintenance and everything. But Srila Prabhupada was not happy there because he could not do, he came for preaching to tell people about Krishna consciousness, but he was not able to do it there. So Srila Prabhupada, and meanwhile, Srila Prabhupada wrote to his god brother, one of his god brother, Tirth Maharaj, who became president of Gaudiya Mission, uh, not mission, Mission Mutt, about his spiritual master wish, why he was there, and reminded him to open preaching center in the America or in the West. But his god brother Tirth Maharaj, he very nicely, mercifully, he declined his suggestion and saying Prabhupada that much doesn't have fund and they cannot afford this proposal. So it was declined from them. He wrote to many people actually, Ramakrishna Mission also, they did not help him. Then Srila Prabhupada made a friendship with the local people in the park. So he used to talk to one person. He was like conductor, uh, and they both he used to discuss this philosophy with that man. In the month of February, Srila Prabhupada moved from Dr. Mishra's studio to a different room in the same building, so that he can have his freedom and start preaching Krishna consciousness, which he was not able to do much there when he was there. But finances wise, Dr. Mishra was affording his all needs. He was helping, but since he is away, he is in different building, not same building but different room. Then he stopped supporting him financially. So Srila Prabhupada had to raise money for the rent, for daily maintenance, by selling his books. He had no permanent income, and expenses were getting in worse. I mean, increase, and his physical comfort was also gone. It was reduced. So he had a small Dr. Mishra's students, they gave him one small tape recorder, and Srila Prabhupada recorded some bhajans and some stuff in the tape recorder. Swamiji made more friends with artists, restaurant workers, and start to meet them in the restaurant. He started to pick up people from the Bowery. Bowery means is the name of a place in New York, where there are cheap, low grade people. They live there and they live in gutters and on the streets, and they're dirty. They are with drugs and all, and poor people. So he started to make friend with Bowery and ethics, those who are living there. One day when Swamiji was out, someone broke into his room and stole everything he had, even the tape recorder. So one of his friend, he offered him one place in the loft. It was it was a big room, and he had to share it with another man. His young boy, actually, his name was David Mellon, a young boy. He was so Srila Prabhupada was warned by his other friends. I mean, they were kind of friends to Srila Prabhupada, that this place is not good, and it's not nice to live there. But Swami, he accepted it. At least he had this. And this gentleman, this David, was living with Srila Prabhupada. So now again, Srila Prabhupada had no fixed income, no security, no residence. He kept translating Bhagavatam there into English with constant vision to make or build a Krishna temple in New York. So people started to come to his place to chant, and because they liked they were involved in the music. They liked music, and it was different type of music. So spiritual music or something like that. So it was Swamiji's new congregation consisted of local musicians and artists, and they used to. So in that room, in the loft, Srila Prabhupada used to do morning Bhagavatam class with David. So David was. Srila Prabhupada started to like David, and he thought he will make him good Vaishnava, America's good Vaishnava, and he started to make plans for him. He will take him to Vrindavan and all. But David used to take lots of drug. Uh, Srila Prabhupada would stop him from doing that, but he didn't like Srila Prabhupada's idea. Now Srila Prabhupada's neighborhood was full of misery. He wanted to take David to Vrindavan, but one day what happened? He took a big dose of LSD, and he went crazy and mad. David went crazy and mad. And now I'll read from the Your Ever Well Wisher book how Prabhupada felt when. So Bhaktivedanta Swami was working peacefully at his typewriter when David freaked out. David started moaning and pacing around the large open area of the loft. Then he began yelling, howling, and running all around. He went back to where the Swami was. Suddenly, Bhaktivedanta Swami found himself face to face, not with David, nice David, whom he was going to take to India to show the Brahmanas in Vindavana, but a drugged, wild eyed stranger, a madman. Bhaktivedanta Swami tried to speak to him. What's the matter? He tried to, Bhaktivedanta ask him. But David had nothing to say. There was no particular disagreement, just madness. Bhaktivedanta Swami moved quickly down the 4 flights of stairs. He had not stopped to gather up any of his belongings or even to decide whether he would go, whether he would return. There had been no time to consider anything. He had taken quite a shock, and now he was leaving the arena of David's madness. The usual group of bums was sitting in the doorway with their customary flourish of courtesy. They allowed him to pass. They used to respect Swami anyway. They were used to be used they were used to the elderly swamis coming in and out, so going shopping and returning, and they didn't bother him. But he was not going shopping today. Where was he going? He didn't know. He had come onto the street without knowing where to go. He was not going back to the loft, that was for sure. But where could he go? The pigeons flew from roof to roof, traffic rumbled by, and the ever present bums loitered about, getting drunker on cheap, poisonous alcohol. Although Bhaktivedanta Swami's home had suddenly become an insane terror, the street at its door was also a hellish, dangerous place. He was shaken. He could call Dr. Mishra and they might take him in. But that chapter of his life was over, and he had gone on to something better. He had his own classes, young people, chanting and hearing. Was it all over now? After 9 months in America, he had finally gotten a good response to his preaching and kirtana. He couldn't just quit now. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, whom everyone knew and respected in Vrindavana as a distinguished scholar and devotee, who had an open invitation to see the Vice President of India and many other notables, now had to face starkly that he had not one friend of stature in the United States. Suddenly he was as a homeless as any derelict on the street, homeless man. In fact, many of them with their long time berths in flop houses were more secure than him. They were ruined but settled. The Bowery could be a hell if you were not on a very purposeful errand, going directly to the store or back to your place. It was no place to stand wondering where will you live or there is a friend you can turn to. He was not on his way to Chinatown to shop, nor he was taking a little stroll, soon to return to the shelter of the loft. He couldn't go to the loft. He had no place. How difficult it was becoming to preach in America amid these crazy people. He had written prophetically in his poem the day he had arrived in Boston Harbor. My dear Lord, I don't know why you have brought me here. Now you can do with me whatever you like, but I guess you have some business here. Otherwise, why would you bring me to this terrible place? What about these scheduled classes? What about David? Should he go back and try to talk with the boy? This had been David's first fit of violence, but there had been other tense moments. David had a habit of leaving the soap on the floor of the shower stall, and Bhaktivedanta had asked him not to because it was a hazard. But David won't listen. Bhaktivedanta Swami had continued to remind him, and one day David had gotten angry and shouted at him. But there was no real enmity. Even today's incident had not been a matter of personal differences, but the boy was a victim. So Bhaktisiddhanta Swami walked quickly. He had free passage on the Sindhya lane. He could go home to Vrindavan, but his spiritual master had ordered him to come here by the strong desire of Sri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He had written while crossing the countries of the Western world. Before nightfall, he would have to find some place to stay, a way to keep up the momentum of his preaching. And this is what it meant to be working without government sponsorship, without the support of any religious organization, without a patron. It meant being vulnerable and insecure. So, Prabhupada is alone again, nowhere to go on the street. So Prabhupada knew one boy. His name was Michael Grant, and he is now Mukunda Maharaj. He arranged one temporary accommodation that night for Srila Prabhupada in one a friend's house. His name was Carl and his girlfriend Eva. They had just small room with one TV, all dogs and cats there. The TV was on all the time. It was very dirty and filthy place to, but they accommodated him. Now his girlfriend Eva, she thought the Swamiji will take her boyfriend away. So they started to look for a place for him, and in the last, Srila Prabhupada was invited to live in 262 and Avenue, they say, and started to preach to hippies. Hippies really realized that Srila Prabhupada loved him more than anyone because they were rejected by the American society. So Prabhupada started classes on Monday and Wednesday for them, Kirtan, Prasadam. So that's how Srila Prabhupada survived there. Yeah, Hare Krishna. So these were the struggles, pains, and difficulties he had to go through in the America. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji, for listening. If anyone has any realization or want to share something about Srila Prabhupada, can do it.
Very nice description, Mataji. Just really brought the memories of of Srila Prabhupada coming to America, situations, what happened before and what has happened. It was really nice to hear this on a very auspicious day, just to refresh the memories of
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada Lilamrta. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nice.
Thank you, Prabhu.
I like it.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Prabhu.
much. It was very nice description. You
Thank you,
selected
Prabhu.
topic, very nice, very nice.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Very nice, Hemlata Mataji. Yes, listen,
Hare
very
Krishna.
nice Prabhupada's pastimes, how he struggled to go to America, and then
Yeah.
so nice to listen, Mataji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
There's so much to discuss about, but there is time limit, so I
Yeah,
just made my notes from this book, and that's all.
yes.
Even if you look at the Srila Prabhupada letters and everything,
Yes,
able
Prabhu.
to coincide with Prabhupada mood in distributing books, preaching Krishna consciousness in the West. So a lot of things is now really like how much Prabhupada always think how we can able to deliver this foreign soul. He never think his difficulties. He never thought that he had a 3 heart attack. His health is very not great and everything, but he never think anything like that. But he always think about how to elevate this fallen soul, how we can do, how much preaching you can do, everything. So if we think about Prabhupada, or if we listen to Prabhupada, it's always it's really very difficult to digest. How much sacrifice he made for this fallen soul. So yeah, thank you, Mataji. Just
Yeah.
recalling my
Yes, Prabhu.
days reading
So
Lilamrta.
yeah, this pastime is before he had started proper preaching and doing kirtans. It is just
Yeah,
a struggle from one place to another place, then homeless, then he
yeah,
got one place to live, and then something happened and he had to leave again. So and he became homeless like time to time. So that
yeah.
was really difficult. Yeah,
Yeah, but those days, this initial 1 year is very difficult for Prabhupada. It's to come
yeah,
to
yeah.
Boston.
Yes,
He
Prabhu.
tried to go back a few times to the shipping company to ask them when is next flight to India. So he was in the situation of going back.
Mm-hmm.
Was struggling a lot that time. The climatic conditions with the was
Yeah.
really. I mean, I can imagine when I came to Germany in
Mm-hmm.
2002, strict vegetarian, don't know the language. It was a cold time when I came here. I was just 22 at the time, so it's not a big thing.
He was also cooking at the Sali Agarwal's house.
Yeah.
Meat inside the
Fridge.
fridge.
Fridge. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they just
But
whatever.
he had to compromise so many things. No, he was just ignoring.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
See, this a sannyasi life is very, very austere life, but Prabhupada,
was
he
liberal.
came down of that position because he wanted to deliver the message to the people. So if you look at these kind of incidents now, it's really like very difficult to see how much he sacrificed, how much he even though this is kind of things that he should not do, but still he did because he wants people to be Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is I don't know how to express these words, but
Yeah, yes,
again,
Prabhu.
he's a divine empowered by Sri Krishna himself. Otherwise,
True.
at that age, he cannot do this. Simply, he cannot do this. He can be Vrindavan, having a nice time in Vrindavan, but he never stayed there. He came out to preach. So we are all content because of Srila Prabhupada. So he is always yeah, um, such a wonderful, purest devotee can ever see in this Kali Yuga at this time.
Yes, Prabhu.
Very nice, Mataji. I really enjoy the class. Thank
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Shall we do the
Hare
uh,
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna? Hare Krishna,
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji. Very nice topic. We remember all time for Prabhupada. Then this day is a very special or auspicious day for us, all Prabhupada's family. Then you choose this topic. So very nice, Mataji, very nice. I heard Hindi and Nepali uh, lecture this Prabhupada. He went to America. So I understood a little bit when you read. So very nice, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji, would you mind doing now last prayer, please? Narsimhadev.
Is Amo Prabhu is I don't know, Prabhu is, I saw his net is breaking quite.
Yeah, he is traveling. I think he's going somewhere,
Oh, okay. I
going
understand.
home or somewhere. That's I think.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
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 Yeah, Prabhu, shall we do Narsimhadev prayer,
Yes,
please?
Mataji. Yeah.
Gaurangi Mataji, please, can you do it?
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Praladadadaini.
Pralad Laddaini.
Hiranyakashipurvachahai.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
Silatankanakhalai.
Shilatanka Nakhalaye.
Ito nasimo parato nasimo.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Ito nasimo parato nasimo.
Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho.
Yeto yeto yami tato nasimo.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho.
Yeto yeto yami tato nasimo.
Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho.
Bahir nasimo hridaye nasimo.
Bahe Narsimho Hridaye Narsimha.
Bahir nasimo hridaye nasimo.
Bahe Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho.
Nisingamadim saranam prapade.
Narsinghamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Nisingamadim saranam prapade.
Narsinghamadim Sharanam Prapade.
Tabakara kamala bare nakha. Adbhuta Singam Dalita Hiranyakasipo Tanuvringa Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare.
तव करकमलवरे नखाम् अद्भुत शृङ्गाम् दलिता हिरण्यकशपु तनुभृङ्गाम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे।
जय नरसिंहदेव, जय नरसिंहदेव, नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव।
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 जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज।
जय जय प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद, प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद।
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 जय जय गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव।
जय जय गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव।
निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल।
निताय गौर हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि
श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की,
जय।
प्रहलाद महाराज की जय,
जय
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय,
जय
श्रील गुरुदेव की जय,
जय
निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।
हरि हरि
हरि
बोल
हरि बोल।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे
थैंक यू माता
कृष्ण।
जी।
हरे
हरे
थैंक
कृष्णा।
यू।
कृष्णा।
Very beautiful.
थैंक यू प्रभु।
थैंक यू प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण।
इधर प्रभु,
Yes, Mataji.
we should conclude the session now.
Yeah, I think we can do it, Mataji. Yeah. Vancha kalpataruvyasya.
मानता कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमः।
नमो नमः।
Nanta
Everybody
kalpataruvyasya.
wishing
वैष्णव
Vishnu Jai,
गोविंद
Srila
की
जय
जय,
Prabhupada Jai,
प्रभुपाद की
की
जय।
जय।
हरि हरि
Hare
बोल।
Krishna,
हरि
Can we all
बोल।
request everyone to unmute and loud Hari Bol System?
हरि
हरि
Hare
बोल
बोल,
Bol,
Hari
Hare
हरि
Bol,
Bol.
बोल,
Hare
Thank
Bol,
हरि
you, thank you प्रभु।
बोल। थैंक यू
Hare
माता जी।
Krishna.
थैंक यू। हरे
Okay.
कृष्णा।
So we'll see you tomorrow morning for Japa.
सी यू, सी या। हरि बोल,
Sure.
हरि बोल।
हरि बोल।